So, welcome. So now we'll continue with finding solution to the quadratic equation. Sorry. See, last time what we have done is to see whether a given equation is quadratic or not, right? And we had discussed this, that quadratic equation is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a cannot be 0. Okay. And for example, let us take 2x square plus x minus 3 equal to 0, or something like x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So these are examples of quadratic equation. Now, what is the next step? Next step is to find the roots of this equation. Okay. Now, what do you mean by finding the roots of this equation? What do you mean by finding roots? So finding roots basically means those values of x which will satisfy the equation. Those values of x which will satisfy the equation. For example, let me take this second question, this second example. Second example says x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Okay. Now x is a real number. I can take any value, yes or no? Hello?
Yeah, sir.
So now, but I want those values which will satisfy the equation. So for example, let me say that Ashi says, Miki sir, you try with x equal to 1. I say, okay, let me try. Now I'll plug in the values. So I'll plug in the left hand side. So what is the left hand side? It is x square minus 5x plus 6, right? So now instead of x, what I will put here? X equal to 1, right? This will be x 1 square minus 5 into 1 plus 6. That will be how much? 4, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Is it equal to 0? Hello? Is it equal to 0?
No, sir.
No. This is not equal to 0, right? So what I will say, therefore, x equal to 1 is not a root of x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Is this okay? Fine. Now let me say, Aditya tells me, sir, why don't you try with x equals to 2? Let me plug in x equals to 2 now. This will be 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what is the square of 2? How much is square of 2? 4. 5 2s are 10 plus 6. This is 0. Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So since this is equal to 0, it is satisfying. So what I will say, therefore, x equal to 2 is a root of x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Okay. Now I want all of you to try with x equal to 3 right now. And let me know if it is root or not. Try with x equal to 3 for the same equation. X square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0.
Or it is a root.
It is a root, right? So once we put x equal to 3, this is going to become 9 minus 15, which is minus 6. Minus 6 plus 6 is how much? 0, right, Ashi?
Yes, sir.
So see, this is the idea of roots. What are the roots? So basically, see, and not just for quadratic. When you will study more things, cubic, biquadratic, and so on, and there are like equation where degree will be even n. So for all of them, idea of root is simply to find the value of x which will satisfy the equation. Okay. Now, You may counter me by saying, ki, sir, what if my quadratic equation is of like this, m square plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So see, that time it is not the value of x, but the value of m. Okay. Hello. So it can be in terms of y, s, t, whatever. When you study in physics, it is going to be in terms of t, because it will be your velocity and your displacement will be function of time, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, come. So today our target is to study, like to do one method of finding root. See, in this chapter we'll be learning three methods of finding root. One is by factorization. Sorry. Other is by completing the square. And the third one is formula method, or actually better known as quadratic formula. Okay. This is the simplest to use. This is the easiest and simplest to use. Okay. And even when you want computer to do it for you, this is like, this is what you will like give it. So this is like for computer based. If you want to do computer, you want to give it some, let me say 1 lakh quadratic equation and want system to solve it. It will use this formula to do it, because other two are very like, it needs some human intervention, some kind of human intervention. You can design algorithm for them also, not a big deal. Okay. For today, we'll be doing factorization. Now, today we'll be doing factorization. Sorry. Now, factorization is already done in earlier, like maybe 7th, 8th. You must have done factorization of polynomials. Okay. So this is just, there you had something like x square minus 5x plus 6. Now this time you have x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0, because this is not polynomial, it is an equation, right? So today we'll be doing factorization method. Before getting into factorization, I want to do some simple things with you that will give you like more confidence to solve those problems. Let me start by asking this question. I want you to give me two numbers. When I add them, I must get minus 5. And when I multiply them, I must get 6.
-2 and -2, -3.
Very good. So the numbers are -2 and -3, right? So if I add -2 and -3, I'll get -5. When I multiply -2 and -3, I'll get 6. Clear? Okay. Now, let me give you one more task, like simple task. When you add those two numbers, you get 3. When you multiply them, you get 2.
2 and 1.
2 and 1, right? So 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 into 1 is 2, right? Okay, very good. Yes, let's take this one. So when you add them, you get a -1. When you multiply those two, sorry. When you multiply those two numbers, you get -12.
-4 and 3.
Very good. So numbers are -4 and 3. All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
So this is the main thing which we will need to factorize any polynomial, like this equation. Okay, come. Let us start with the very first problem which we had like taken as an example, which is x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Okay. Now, as you rightly said, -5 we can write as -3 -2. Yes or no? Hello.
Yeah.
So I can rewrite -5 as -2x minus 3x. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what I can take common from these two terms, x square and -2x.
X.
Very good. So once I take x common, what will remain inside? X minus 2, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now from here I can what I can take common?
3
Minus 3.
minus 3.
I can take 3 also. There's not a problem, but then I'll not get this structure here. So x minus 2 will be common, like will remain, and just call this is equal to 0. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now what is common in this term and this term? X minus 2, right?
Yes, sir.
And now what is remaining? X minus 3. All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
Now please remember this is property of real numbers. So the property goes this way. If you have two real numbers, okay, so if the product is 0, then one of them is 0. Okay, so either a equal to 0 or b equal to 0 or both of them are 0. So by using this property, I can directly say x minus 2 is 0 or x minus 3 is 0. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what I'm getting now, x is equal to 2 or my x is equals to how much? 3. All of you agree? So I'll give you half a minute. Please go through all the steps and let me know if you have any doubt.
Sir, can you explain this again?
Sorry. Hello. Can you repeat what you said?
Sir, can you hear me?
No, sorry, but I'm not able to hear you. Can you maybe I 1 minute. Should I increase the volume? This is full. 1 minute. I think maybe I have reduced the volume. Yeah, now you say again, repeat. Can you?
Hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not. Can anyone tell me
Sir,
what she?
she's saying, can you explain this again?
Okay, so see, idea is this. We will split this middle term. Okay, what's the middle term? Minus 5. Hello? The middle term is minus 5x. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
The middle term is minus 5x. Okay. Now I want to split this, but in such a way that when I add the numbers, I must get minus 5x. And when I multiply, I must get the coefficients. Must be such that when I multiply them, I should get 6. That is why you remember earlier we did this work. We must multiply in such a way that we must get 6, and we divide add in such a way we get minus 5, right? And you said it is minus 3 minus 2. Yes or no? So see, now I can write my minus 5 as minus 2 minus 3. Yes or no? Hello? It means I can write minus 5x as minus 2x minus 3x. You agree? Okay. Now, so I am writing my minus 5x as minus 2x minus 3x. Okay. Okay. See, minus 5x I am writing as minus 2x minus 3x. Is that okay? Am I audible?
Yeah, sir, you are.
Okay. So now from x square and minus 2x, what I can take common? I can take x common, right? Who had the doubt? Actually?
Purva.
Purva? Purva, just message me if you are able to hear me. Oh, cool. Fine. So now from x square and minus 2x, I can take x common. Yes or no? So if I take from x square, I take x common. What will remain? Only x. Now from minus 2, if I take this x, what will remain? Minus 2, right? Purva, just send me a yes if this is okay with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, I think you might have got problem with this part. So pay attention. 6 is nothing but minus 3 into minus 2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I can take minus 3 common. So what will remain? X minus 2. Is that okay?
Yes.
Now everything is fine. Okay, fine. Now, please still, if anyone has doubt, let me know. I'll wait for some more time.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt. Okay, so let us take problem from our exercises now. Okay, so if you open up 4.2, the very first question is x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. Now see, in this case, what I should look for? I should look for two numbers. When I multiply them, I must get minus 10. And when I add them, how much I must get? Minus 3. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So tell me, what are the numbers?
Minus 5 and 2.
Minus 5 and plus 2. Yes or no? All of you agree?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So now I can write minus 3x as plus 2x minus 5x. Yes or no? Right?
Yes, sir.
Now from here, like from x square and from 2x, I can take x common. What I'll remain with x plus 2. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
From minus 5x and from minus 10, I can take minus 5 common. I'll again get x plus 2. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Now see, from both these terms, I can take x plus 2 common. What I'll remain with? X minus 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, as I told you earlier, when multiplication product of two real number is 0, either A is 0 or B is 0. Now, this is mathematical or, not Hindi or. Hindi or is very different. Hindi or is actually English and. So it is not and, it is or. It is either A0, B0, and third case is both are 0. Okay. So what I'll get now? X plus 2 equal to 0 or x minus 5 equal to 0. Yes or no? All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
So finally, I can write now x is minus 2 or x is 5, right?
Yes, sir.
So my final statement will be solution set is equals to minus 2 comma 5. Okay. Please go through all the steps and let me know if you have any doubt.
No doubts.
Okay. Now let's take one more problem. This is question number, second question of question number. So it is 2x square plus x minus 6 equal to 0. Now see, in all the problems we have done till now, we have done only two problems actually. Okay. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Now see, in all the problems we did, like we did only two problems. So every time the coefficient of x square was how much? 1, right? Hello, see, in this problem, the coefficient of x square was how much? 1. Yes or no? Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
See, in this, what was the coefficient of x square? 1, right? Hmm? In this problem also, what was coefficient of x? X square 1, right? In this problem, what was coefficient of x square? 1, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But see, in this problem, is the coefficient of x square 1? No. Right? So in this case, we have to do something like usually what we see is only multiple, like what we usually say that after multiplication, I must get -6. But this time, what is coefficient of x square? 2, right? So I will say it is 2 into -6. How much is 2 into -6? -12. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now I will search for two numbers such that when I multiply them, I must get -12. And when I add them, I must get 1. Okay. Because coefficient of x is 1. Okay. Now see why I am giving or why we are giving special treatment to this time, like this time, because this time the coefficient of x square is not 1 but it is 2. So we multiply that quantity with this number here. Okay. Now tell me, what are the numbers? When you multiply them, we get -12, and when we add them, we get +1.
4 and -3.
4 and -3. All of you agree? Okay, so we can rewrite this as 2x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 6 equal to 0. All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, what is common from here and what is okay, so what is common from this part, these two terms?
2x.
2x. All of you agree? Hello? See, in case if you are having some problem or not able to speak, you can just message me. So I will be like, oh, you can just message me yes or y, whatever. Or we can even do logic 0, 1. 1 means yes, 0 means no. So tell me, is this clear to everyone? We can take 2x will be common in both these terms. So this will be, what will remain now? X plus 2. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is common in -3x and -6?
-3.
-3. So again, you will get x plus 2. Sorry. Now, what is common in these two terms?
X plus 2.
X plus 2. What will remain? 2x minus 3. All of you agree? Okay. Now, what we know, when a into b is 0, we know it either a is 0 or b is 0. So we can, from here, we can say x plus 2 is 0 or 2x minus 3 is 0. Yes or no? So we will get x is -2 or x is 2 upon 3. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So finally, final statement will be solution set is equals to curly braces -2 comma 2 upon 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so please go through the steps and let me know if you have any doubts.
So we'll only get these kind of sums in factorization.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want some other type? You can just tell me. I can tell you like.
I mean, these are all of same type. If there's something else, we could also try that.
There is one more like third sum is different. Like because that time you deal with to root 2. So there is really you will enjoy it because these are boring problems actually. If you know factorization, then these things are boring for you. I can understand.
We've
Okay.
been doing this since 8th grade, so yeah.
So okay, then you people should have tell all these things. I can make things interesting. I can see I can raise a challenge. Don't worry. I know some mathematics. Okay, come. So let us try this problem. So the problem is root 2x squared plus 7x plus 5 root 2. Okay. Now again, we want to look for two numbers such that when we add them, we must get 7. And when we multiply them, now please pay attention. This time it will be root 2 into 5 root 2. How much is that? 10. All of you agree?
Yes.
Now, this is a nice problem. So now look for two numbers. When you multiply them, you get 10. When you add them, you get 7.
2 and 5.
Let us try
2
2
and
and
5, yeah.
2 and 5. Okay. So root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2. Okay. Now tell me what is common from here?
Root 2x.
All of you agree? Root 2x is common from here. Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So here we will have x plus root 2, right?
Yeah.
Now from here, tell me what is common from in both these terms.
5.
5 is common, right? So we'll have again x plus root 2. Okay. So now we can say x plus root 2 is common in both the terms and we have root 2x plus 5, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
No, now I think you can finalize the problem. So we have x plus root 2 equal to 0 or root 2x plus 5 equal to 0. Yes or no? So now we can say x is minus root 2 or x is minus 5 upon root 2. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
But you know that we will like to rationalize this and write it neatly. So we can say this is nothing but minus 5 root 2 upon 2. All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
now we can happily say solution set is equals to minus root 2 and this is minus 5 root 2 upon 2. All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please go through the steps and let me know if you have any doubts. I think Prakati, even this was not very nice problem, right? It was
So it
quite,
was okay, yeah.
actually there is a lot to do in quadratic, but the point is your scope of the syllabus is not strong. If you really want to enjoy this chapter, you should try it from Maharashtra board. They have really very
Syllabus as in?
sorry.
Scope of the syllabus as in?
See, you have only 3 methods. So like actually, there is one very interesting part. 1 minute, let me not record this. Now, if I say that let one of the numbers be x, what will be other number?
So which question are we doing?
Sorry,
Which question are we doing?
third question.
Like
4.2, third question.
okay, all right.
Yeah. So my question is, if one number is x, what will be other number? Sorry.
27 minus x.
Sorry.
27 minus x.
All of you agree with her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now just let me explain a little bit. See, they're given this information, right? That one number plus other number is 27. So if I take one number as x, what will be other number? It will be 27 minus x. All of you agree? All of you agree? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hmm? Okay, now what is the next condition they have given us? Product of number is 182. So product of numbers is how much? 182. So now can I say x into 27 minus x is 182? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now let us just simplify this and solve like for finding the roots. So this is going to be, thank you. Okay. All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
Now we can just rewrite this nicely and say this is x square minus 27x plus 182 equal to 0. Yes or no?
So minus x square.
Okay,
Um,
okay, you didn't understand my rearrangement. One
No,
minute.
I didn't.
Okay, I'll show you. See. So this will be this x minus x square will go there and become plus x square minus
Okay,
27x.
just transposing it to the other side. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So this is equal to 0. All of you agree? Now I want two numbers. When I add them, I must get minus 27. When I multiply them, I must get 182. Tell me. Hello.
Yes, sir. 1 second.
Yes.
13 and 14. Minus 13x and minus 14.
Yes, you're right. So the numbers are minus 13x and minus, actually minus 13 and minus 14. Okay. And you know that when you simplify this further, you will get x minus 13, x minus 14 equal to 0. So our roots are 13 or 14. Okay. So basically the numbers are 13 and 14. All of you agree? Okay. Now please remember, in especially in case of mathematics, there are always opportunities to always verify your answer. Now see, you have your answer 13 and 14. Now what you should do, you should verify, is it right or not? Add the numbers. When you add them, how much you're getting? 27, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You multiply, you will get 182. Okay, so this is how you can just quickly verify, like in mostly, like not always, but in most cases you can. Okay, now let us try this problem number 5th first, then we'll come to 6th and 4th. Okay, come. Or you want to try one of the problem you, or okay, I'll give you time to try 4th one. Let me complete fifth one first. So tell you some extra excitement. Okay. So the question is, the altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. Okay. Now, since we know it is a right angle triangle, let us draw a simple right angle triangle. Can all of you can see this triangle, right angle triangle?
Visible, yeah.
Let me name it ABC, simple. Now all of you know that this is known as hypotenuse. This is height and this is base. Yes or no? Yes? Hello? Now the question goes this way. The altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 centimeter is 7 centimeter less than its base. Okay. So this altitude is less than base by 7 centimeter. This is one information. So the diagram is incorrect. Should be other way around. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, oh, this is easy. Find the other two sides. Okay. So first of all, let me correct my diagram as per the information which is given to us. Because here the altitude is small compared to base. All of you agree? So diagram will be something like this. Now this is my altitude. And this is my base. Okay. Now tell me, how should I approach the problem? Yeah, and this information is given. This is 13 centimeters. Hypotenuse. Tell me. Hello. Tell me. Hello. Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. See, the information given is altitude is less than base by 7 centimeters. So how will I plug in the x and how will I like go about the problem?
We'll
Any-
take the base as x and altitude as x minus 7.
All of you agree with her? Ash? So what? See, one thing we should always know whenever there is a comparison of like this kind, less or big, you should always know which is small and which is big. Now, in this case, base is bigger than the height. Yes or no? Okay. So Prakriti want to take bigger thing as x. Okay. So she is saying, sir, let us take this as x. Now, once we take this as x, and we know that altitude is less than base by 7. So if this is x, this will be x minus 7. Yes or no? All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
Now let us approach the solution. So we'll say let base, which is nothing but here it is BC, be x centimeter. Okay. So altitude is AB, which is how much? X minus 7 centimeter. Yes or no? Right? Now what we know, triangle ABC is right angle triangle. Actually, I should have written this first. So triangle ABC is right angle triangle. Yes or no? Hello.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
what comes very naturally to us once we see a right angle triangle?
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras theorem, right? So we can say here that AB squared plus BC squared is AC squared, right? Reason, Pythagoras theorem. So now how much is AB? X minus 7 the whole square. So AB is x minus 7. This will be x minus 7 the whole square plus x square equals to 13 square. Yes or no? Now tell me expansion. You agree with this?
Yes, sir.
How much? 2x square? X square plus x square will be 2x square. Yes. Minus 14x. And this will be how much? Plus 49 minus 169. Yes or no? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is going to be how much? 2x square minus 14x. And this will be minus 120, right? Now let us divide by 2. So we'll have x squared minus 7x minus 60. Now tell me, two numbers, when we multiply them, we must get minus 60. And when we add them, oops, when we add them, we must get minus 7. The numbers are
12 and 5.
12 and 5. Okay. So
12 and minus 5.
it is minus 12 and
Minus
plus
12
5.
and 5. Yeah.
Okay. So when you factorize this, you will get x plus 12 and x minus, oops, 1 minute, sorry. Okay, so this is going to be x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 equal to 0. So this x is common, x minus 12 plus 5 common, x minus 12. Yes or no? So finally we will have x minus 12 into x plus 5 equal to 0. So our values are x equals to 12 or x equal to minus 5. Now can length be negative?
No.
Okay, so you should write here that length cannot be negative. Okay. So I know that my base is 12 centimeter. So how much will be my altitude? 12 minus that is 5 centimeter. All of you agree? Hello? Hello? All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
So please go through the steps for a minute and then we'll go for next problem. Done?
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me how many of you want to try this question number 4. So accordingly, I'll allot the time. Message me, like if you don't want to say in public, you can message me in private. Yes, right. And I'll tell you how much time I'll give you time to try the problem. Till now, I have not received any message. Let me tell you. Okay, so no one wants to try it. Hello.
I mean, we could solve it.
So that's what I'm telling you. How many of you want to try it? So I'll give you time. I should know who are interested, right?
I don't mind solving.
So one person. Next, any other student? Okay, I'll give 3 minutes. Try. Let us go for sixth problem now. You want me to do third one? Sorry, fourth problem, Pragati?
No, sir. I'll just. So first number is 14 and the other one is 15.
So one number you got as 14, other is 15, right? Let us verify with the information.
No, sorry. One is 13 and the other is 14.
Okay, 13, 14. Okay,
Yeah.
1 minute. So the find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose square is 365. So square is 169 and 196. Yes, you're right.
All right.
Good. Okay, now let us go to this problem number 6. The question is, a cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. The total cost of production on that day was rupees 90. Find the number of articles produced and the cost of each article. Any clue how we can go about this problem? See, there are one thing is clear, which is static, which is the cost of production on that day, right? Day. How much is that? Rupees 90. All of you agree? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Right now, see, there are two things. One is, see how you'll like how you'll know cost of production, number of articles into the like cost of each article, right?
Yeah.
Now we don't know like any of these, but we know we have conditions on them. So I have to take one of them as x, right? So let me say, let number of articles produced on that day bx. All of you agree? Okay. Hello. Now there is condition on the cost, right? So let us write cost of each article. How much it will be? This is they're given very interesting statement there. The cost of production of each article was 3 more. It is 3 more than twice the number of article produced on that day. What does this mean?
2x plus 3.
All of you agree? Hello?
Yeah.
This is the cost of each article on that day. Okay, so what we know, we don't know that x into 2x plus 3 is rupees 90. Yes or no? Now I don't think you will have problem in solving this. Okay, so we have to look for two numbers such. Okay, so now I think you can solve this, right? Hello?